Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about UberEats Driver Got Tip-Baited. Here's how he got paid anyway. So recently I got messages from one of my subscribers,
Anonymous Sender.
Thank you so much for messaging me about this and making this video possible. And one of my favorite things in the world is not only exposing crappy customers for their crappy behavior, but also exposing crappy support agents for their crappy behavior and getting paid anyway. So with that said, I want to go over everything that is being said within this conversation between him and I. What Uber was saying, what he was saying versus how it actually is, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. Got a Uber Eats story. I get an order for 17 and change to go about 6.8 miles. I meet the customer at the hotel, no issues. An hour later, I checked the pay to see the customer pulled it, leaving me with only $8 base pay. And these are the screenshots, what I went through to get them to give me the full amount. Yeah, quick heads up to you guys. Like, I totally understand you guys wanting to message me, but I'm going to just copy and paste whatever you send me. So make sure you do some grammar checks and spell checks, because that's what's gonna go up. But enough being a tool about it. Let's go take a look. Hi, I did this recent order. It gave me only $8 when it came in at 17. I did everything I was asked, which it came up as an $8.06 base pay, but the customer reduced the tip after delivery. We are sorry for the inconvenience caused to you. I'm here to look into this for you. I'll do my best to address this. Thanks. I'm sorry to say, unfortunately, your issue is a little outside of my area of expertise. However, we have a specialized team that would handle this better. They will get back to you shortly. Chat transferred. You know, I thought they only did this crap on the phone. They do this crap in messaging too. Like, I am a firm believer that you work with what is best for you. And in this case, they are going extremely far out of their way to put you through transfer loops. Like, do they get paid to put you through transfer loops? That's all they do, regardless of whether it's chat or on the phone? That's crazy. We apologize for the inconvenience caused. Tips basically depend upon the customer if they want to add or not. Yeah, but that's the major issue here. They added it and then they took it back. That's theft. That's tip theft. That's why tip baiting should never be allowed on the platform to begin with. If they want to add or not, they added. They chose to reduce it. That's why it shouldn't be a thing to begin with. So why is it suddenly an issue? We're continually working on improving your experience. We'll try to minimize such issues for further deliveries. That sounds like a bunch of political nonsense. Let me fix that real quick.
We're continually working on making the experience as stressful and hard to deal with as possible. So when these things happen, you won't even bother calling us because we put you through literal hell. Thank you for contacting Uber Support. Have a great day.
Yeah, that sounds a little bit more accurate. This offer was for $17. I did nothing just to get the base pay. You think that crappy customers need a legitimate reason to scam you? They just want to get as much out of the system for as little value as possible. Hence why you don't work with crappy customers. It's irresponsible to do so. I would like to inform you that the amount you see at the time of accepting the order is an estimated price, which also includes the service fee and the tips of the customer. If that was actually the case, you wouldn't have a hidden tip system. Let's be as realistic with that as possible. We all know that there's a hidden tip system. Stop trying to play the politics on us and scamming your drivers, and make sure that there isn't a tip baiting system. Do you know how much better off the platform itself would be if tip baiting was not a thing? Like, really? We completely understand your disappointment. I do apologize for the inconvenience caused to you. Your disappointment here No, that is a bunch of nonsense. You don't understand the disappointment because you're not a driver. You're some douche waffle in the Philippines who is just reading off a script from AI. This is why I prefer to just handle everything on the phone. It's amazing how much more you could get done if you're tying up their phone lines and not their chats. $17 to $8 is a bit of a jump. A bit of a jump? Excuse me? That's more than half the value of the order. Is there any way to ensure I don't receive orders from that customer? Yes, please transfer me to them. Hey there. Thanks for dropping by today. It's Megan here at Uber Diamond Support. How has your day been so far? What an upbeat attitude for somebody you know is contacting you because they're stressed and angry.
I hate the way you're happy.
You ever wonder why a lot of people don't like customer support agents? Because we know it's not actually to support you, it's to support the company from not losing money. We know it's a bunch of nonsense. We know you're lying through your teeth. Like, you wonder why we want to sue you half the time because you're pulling this crap. This is wrong and illegal. How can I be an independent contractor, get offered a contract, and it just gets changed depending on how they feel? Uber should be covering when customers pull tips. This was totally unfair. No, I agree with the prospect of the contract shouldn't change based on what the customer does, but I also agree with the point that Uber shouldn't be covering when customers pull this. It just shouldn't be a thing to begin with. Like, I love how customers always go with statements like,
why aren't you mad at the company for doing this, for making the system this way?
We are mad at them, but that doesn't justify you being a shitty person. That makes no sense. Now, the whole conversation is sent to me out of order and overall all over the place, but by the end of it all, he ended up getting the full amount, the $17.40. And it also says here that they've also gone ahead and added $4 extra to their account as a one-time exception. Why should it be a one-time exception that you fulfilled a contract that you committed to? Like, don't commit to a contract if you're gonna change it. That goes for the customer, that goes for Uber, that goes for any gig platform, and that also goes for you. Like, all parties should just do what is expected of the contract, nothing more and nothing less. That is the freaking point. But no, we gotta give this guy stress and headache for this whole experience, right? Sounds like you got tip-baited. Not too uncommon. Do you mind if I make this into content? Yeah, it was. I got Uber to pay the tip at the end of the day. And yes, you can use it. Please just don't use my name. Yeah, that's another thing. If you want to send me a story or something like that, feel free to do so at drivenwyld@gmail.com. And if you want to be left anonymous, just say you want to be left anonymous. I will give you a shout out. I will use whatever is sent to me as a name, but if you don't want a name attached to it, that's okay too. All in all, just make sure that you're never letting support take advantage of you or let any customer take advantage of you, because what happened during this delivery was just messed up in too many different ways. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.